Did you see the White House the press dinner or whatever it's called, where they have they have a few comedians go up and do a few bits. I hope I don't ruin this, but the one lady comic said to Obama something along the lines of your approval ratings are at 48%, your gray hair is around 85%, and everybody laughed, and she was like, seriously though, your hair's so white at this point it can talk back to the police.
Ah.
It was pretty good. There was a joke about the Secret Service, something along the lines of they're the only law enforcement that gets in trouble when if a black man gets shot or something like that.
Yes.
That was pretty good. Lots of good. Oh my God, I almost forgot. I can't believe I forgot about this. Oh, this is the coolest thing out of the whole thing. Are you familiar with Key and Peele?
Yes, and I know
two
the
black
skit.
comics
Yep,
who do the bits for Comedy Central.
I know who they are.
Have you seen their bit where one of them impersonates Obama and the other one portrays Luther, Obama's anger translator? He says the things that Obama thinks, and Obama will make a point, but he'll make it very eloquently. And then Luther will take over, and Luther's wearing all these gold rings, and he's yelling, and he's angry, and he's like saying all the things that like Obama's probably feeling, but he can't say out loud. Have you seen? So now that you follow me, we need to watch a video, and I promise this is gonna.
I'd love to.
This is going to pay off. I can't believe I've shown this to everyone but you guys.
Anyways,
there's a link.
Let me see what you got, because I'm not sure if you got the one we want. Yes, you did.
Oh. All right.
What is it? I want to hear your frustration before we begin.
Oh no, it wasn't frustration. It was just more nonsense about Jaden Smith's tweets. I refuse to believe this is all from him. This can't be. This has to be the most narcissistic human in human history. Like no one can.
Dude, it ends well. Did you read the second to last one?
I would bet you $5,000 that here's the deal. Will Smith and Jada want their kids to be stars. They've hired people to help with that. They've got marketing firms. They've got guys whose jobs are things like, yeah, we'll handle his Twitter and his social media. We're gonna give him a stylist. This. There was a whole plan for making that kid a star, and part of it, a small part, is some asshole writing that stuff on his Twitter.
I had a thought. You know what would be awesome? They hired X-Jaws as his social media coach, right? And now X-Jaws is just tweeting like ridiculous, crazy shit. The same shit that you'd find in his videos. Like, I just want to see Jaden Smith be like, yeah, fluoride in our water is fucking up everyone.
All right.
The government is...
Also, he capitalizes the first word always. The first letter of every word is fucking capitalized, and that drives me crazy.
For pages.
And
yeah.
Everybody queued at 0?
It says...
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm queued at 0.
All right.
3, 2, 1, play.
Anyway, as always, I want to close on a more serious note. You know, I often joke about tensions between me and the press, but honestly, what they say doesn't bother me. I understand we've got an adversarial system. I'm a mellow sort of guy. And that's why I invited Luther, my anger translator, to join me here tonight.
Look at Obama. That's the best part. And that chick's tits.
Yeah.
Hold on to your lily white butts.
In our fast-changing world, traditions like the White House Correspondents' Dinner are important.
I mean, really? What is this dinner? And why am I required to come to it? Jeb Bush, do you really want to do this?
Because despite our differences, we count on the press to shed light on the most important issues of the day.
And we can count on Fox News to terrify old white people with some nonsense. Sharia law is coming to Cleveland, run for the damn hills! Y'all's ridiculous.
We won't always see eye to eye.
Oh, and CNN, thank you so much for the wall-to-wall Ebola coverage. For 2 whole weeks, we were one step away from the Walking Dead. And then you all got up and just moved on to the next thing. That was awesome. Oh, and by the way, just if you haven't noticed, You don't have Ebola.
Good point.
But I still deeply appreciate the work that you do.
Y'all remember when I had that big old hole in the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico, and then I plugged it? Remember that? Which Obama's Katrina was that one? Was that 19 or was it 20? Because I can't remember.
Protecting our democracy is more important than ever. For example, the Supreme Court ruled that the donor who gave Ted Cruz $6 million was just exercising free speech.
Yeah, it's the kind of speech like this. I just wasted $6 million.
On Ted Cruz, he's right.
Hillary will have to raise huge sums of money too.
Oh, yeah. She gonna get that money. She gonna get all the money. Khaleesi is coming to Westeros. Watch out! Oh!
The nonstop focus on billionaire donors creates real problems for our democracy.
And that's why we're running for a third term.
No, we're not.
We're not?
No.
Who the hell said that?
But we do need to stay focused on some big challenges, like climate change.
Hey, listen, y'all, if you haven't noticed, California is bone dry. It looked like a trailer for the new Mad Max movie up in there. Y'all think that Bradley Cooper came here because he wants to talk to Chuck Todd? He needed a glass of water. Come on.
The science is clear. The science is clear. 9 out of the 10 hottest years ever came in the last decade.
Now, I'm not a scientist, but I do know how to count to 10.
Rising seas, more violent storms.
You got mosquitoes, sweaty people on the train, stinking it up. It's just nasty.
I mean, look at what's happening right now. Every serious scientist says we need to act. The Pentagon says it's a national security risk. Miami floods on a sunny day, and instead of doing anything about it, we've got elected officials throwing snowballs in the Senate.
Okay, I think I got it, bro.
It is crazy. What about our kids? What kind of stupid, short-sighted, irresponsible bull?
Whoa! Hey! Okay.
What?
All due respect, sir, you don't need an anger translator. You need counseling. So now
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Get into all this.
I thought that was good. I thought Obama was pretty funny too.
Yeah, Obama did a good job.
Obama did a good job. In fairness, I feel like they all do a pretty good job when they're set up well. Like you can't be president of the United States unless you're pretty darn charismatic. George Bush, who people who know I'm not a big fan of, I think he's one of the worst presidents in the United States history.
Really funny at those dinners.
He does a good job at this. You know, like George Bush is a bad leader. Charismatic guy.
Jokes. You're like, oh, he should go in a stand-up after this. I'd watch that special. I want an hour of Bush. Like, give me that.
You'd be like,
great.
yeah, like all fussing. Okay, taking us to war, lying about it. Don't want our next warning sign to be a mushroom cloud, etc., over New York. But all horseshit aside, he does well. He's funny. You can't get the job unless you're charismatic.
Yeah. I don't know. There's been Dick Cheney.
He didn't get the job.
Well, Dick Cheney never got the job. He was never the president.
Oh, not the president.
Oh, that's what you think.
Yeah, maybe not the president, but
there was a big thing about him
the vice
actually
president
leading.
just kind of rides the president's ticket unless there's someone of like a different ethnicity or gender. The only time they're relevant is what then.
Didn't it used to be the case that the vice president was the loser of the primary election?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we do that again? That seems like a great idea.
Because you would have an enemy
Santorum
on your
there.
staff.
I feel like the country would be the winner, right?
I don't know.
Look at leaders in there.
Let's say, for example, that the president was Obama and the vice president right now was McCain. Mm-hmm. And it was like, is that right? Who did Obama beat most recently?
I think that's it. No, Romney.
Okay.
Right. You're right.
Romney and then
Romney and McCain was before him. So if the VP,
It's hard to say because what would you do in that case? Well, because Obama's on his second term. The first time Obama beat McCain. So that would mean McCain was his first term VP. So what happens when Obama runs for his second term and it's the Obama-McCain second term? I guess
you get McCain in there. Sorry, it's a tough office to hold, VP. You know?
So what happens to Romney? He still doesn't get the job, even though he's in second place.
Back in the day,
McCain already has it.
No one ran for VP.
No, one wife limit. Otherwise, you're disqualified. Can't.
Wait. One wife limit disqualifies Romney?
It was a Mormon joke because he's a Mormon, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's like the only Republican with one wife. Like he ran against Newt Gingrich. He's got a couple of wives in there. He ran against McCain. McCain's got a couple wives in there.
McCain's wife's hot.
Who's that short? Not his first one.
He's got this redheaded wife who's like a trophy wife.
Who's
like,
Sinich.
She's like,
yeah, his wife is
smoking hot. Like
oh
he's
my
this
God.
short, old, not so good looking guy, and she rolls out like she's a fucking movie star. She's gorgeous. It's funny.
Look it up. Who were you thinking of?
He's thinking of Dennis Kucinich.
That sounds right.
I'm right. This is the kind of shit I know.
I'm thinking back to the Republican
which,
debates from maybe 8 years ago or something.
Here you go.
Who is this guy Bernie Sanders that people suddenly give two fucks about? Like, who is that?
Bernie Sanders is a Democrat. He's incredibly left. Democrats have been unhappy that our last couple Democrats that went in have been like Clinton, for example, Obama. These people are politically aligned with like a Reagan. Like the entire spectrum has shifted toward the right, so that popular Democrats now, like Obama and Clinton, are kind of where like Reagan was earlier. And but Bernie Sanders is not. Bernie Sanders is left of any of those guys. He's practically socialist. And the people who are politically aligned so far to that extreme are really excited about him.